welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Hey, everybody. We're coming to you live on 2K. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Jalen Brunson, a second-round pick out of Villanova.
Family business. Allie, thanks. And looking at how these two teams play, it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. Derek White out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at the 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
That one goes in. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Brown. And that one's long. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. 4-3. Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. 6 to shoot. The long distance 3 is buried. Brunson's got 7.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Bridges outside. Outside Brunson. From deep. And again, New York with the triple.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And the Celtics call time here.
Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of the team.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Holiday. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. 5 on the clock. They kick it out to Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Soft touch off the glass.
With the skills of a guard, Tatum has the size of a power forward. It makes him so tough to stop inside.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Towns. Jacks up a 3. And the Knicks another 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And Jalen Brunson, he's a great option on the floor, Grant.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor, solid shooting threat from outside, and gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense.
And Grant, last season, Drew Holiday winning the NBA Teammate of the Year award for the second time.
Yeah, and in 2021, BA, he got the NBA Sportsmanship Award, too. So needless to say, Holiday tremendously respected by his peers and known for his dedication to others.
And Porzingis has that kind of touch at 7'3". He can hurt you in there.
Outside Brunson, pass to Towns. New York, no good that time either. Boston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Porzingis. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, BA, yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside.
Now here's Brunson. 12 points for him. Outside Anunoby. Here's Towns. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Towns has got 5 points.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And for people who didn't know about Derek White before last year's playoffs, they sure know about him now. He played big on the biggest stage.
Horford, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. It's amazing how much energy White brings to the floor, Grant.
You know, B.A., he has a passion for the game. He's tough, and he's very intelligent. He makes great decisions. He has all the tangibles you're looking for.
Now here's Hart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Towns. Rebound Boston.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Holiday. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Hart passes to Brunson. No good with the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside White. To the right side. On the wing, Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. New York has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Brunson against Holiday. Outside Anunoby. Horford with a steal. Tatum against Bridges. A nice shot by Tatum.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Drew Holiday.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting 5 isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
your Knicks sitting answer. Making us move nicely. That was your Knicks sitting answer.
Pass to Brunson. Unloads from 13. And that's good for 2. Brunson's got 16 points now.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
Outside White. Here's Pritchard. And he drives in. The kick out to White. The 3-ball. And he buries his first look.
Timeout. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Time to get loud now, everyone, because it's time for a T-shirt toss. Fans, make some noise for your Knicks sitting answer.
The Knicks have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. And the shot's good. He has 7.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Hook loose. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Brunson. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Boston's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. White, the pass to Craig. And the 3 off target. The Knicks with the lead. To the middle. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo, the whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Horford. Anunoby covering. And Horford gets it to go.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Brunson with it. 18 points for him. Pass to Hart. Over to the wing. Here's Towns. 3 seconds left. And the layup is good off the glass. Towns has got 11 points.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We'll be right back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Drew Holiday, and it's Porzingis in at center.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in, and the free throw, no good. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Holiday against Brunson. Pass to Towns. Puts it up from 17. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's what you call the modern big. Towns pairs his inside game with a smooth outside shot.
Holiday. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Brunson. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. This one for three. And he can't get that one. And Boston going the other way now. To the wing, right side. Porzingis with room to shoot. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tatum with a steal. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth the second look.
Yeah, they're trying to close this gap. Always a good option to probe the paint and see if you can get an easy one inside.
First personal foul. First team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line.
That free throw good from Brunson. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
Yeah, the defense is not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
For the Knicks, Robinson, he's checked in for Anunoby. Wright comes in for Hart, and Payne is subbed in for Brunson.
You think back in that 21 season, finally the Knicks breaking back into the playoffs. You know, it had been 7 years since they got there, and Coach Thibodeau receiving the Coach of the Year honor, well deserved.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. It was such an impressive season, and yet New York couldn't quite replicate their success the following year, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., they made some moves, and they were hoping to bolster the roster in some ways, but it just didn't go as expected, and now they're retooling again.
Now here's Holiday. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Tries a 10-footer. Hauser can't get it to go.
The defense really got the better of him there. Guess he thought he could power through.
Towns passes to Robinson. Tatum against Payne. Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Holiday. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Towns with the ball, launches it, and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Back to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. The Knicks pull it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now Payne. Inside. Here's Robinson. Hauled in by Brown. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Three-pointer. Robinson with the block.
Well, the 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
Achua's checked in for New York. White, he's checked in for Boston. Boston with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Here's Porzingis. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Payne, the pass to Wright. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Tatum. Craig is checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the two J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, "The adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good." Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Boston with the ball. The Knicks making their last shot. Right side White. Got a piece of it. Craig on the wing. He gets it in there. Craig's got his first points of the game.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Celtics foul. Hayden Pritchard. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He misses the free throw.
DeLon Wright. At the line, 2 shots.
He does not get the second one.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
White with it. Now Wright defending. Takes the three. Buries it from 3.
Hayden Pritchard.
Pritchard's got 5 now.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
Luke Cornette. First personal foul.
And that one misses. The Celtics have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul. Hart's checked in for Wright.
For your New York Knicks.
There's a minute. 40 left in the second quarter. White on the wing. Pass to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Horford. Achua with a steal. Outside Robinson. Finished off the break. And it's a 12-point Knick lead.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
Here's White. And he converts the layup. He's got 9.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Down low. Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. And it's good. 2 points.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
New York has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Shots good by Hart.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
White can't hit.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now here's Hart. Four on the clock. From 8 feet away. Robinson can't hit.
A little hesitant. Maybe he thought the D was tighter on him than it really was.
Here's Craig. Softly drops in the floater. Craig's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to do it.
With a score.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They're running the offense beautifully this week. It looks The confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
And that's going to do it for
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Mikal Bridges is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. And the reliability of what Drew Holiday brings to the hardwood, it's about that menacing defense night after night with great hands and great instinct.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
You know, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Porzingis has got 11 points. Well, Brent, after years of being an elite defender, Holiday is finally getting the recognition he deserves.
Yeah, the best part of guys like this, BA, is that ask other guards around the league what it's like to introduce your offensive game to a guy like Drew Holiday. They will tell you he's one of the best perimeter defenders that you're going to find.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Porzingis not letting anything or anyone get in his way right now offensively.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists now in the game.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Baseline jumper. That one a little long.
Probably better off passing on that shot with him all in his face.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Anunoby for 3. That shot missing. And Boston going the other way now. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. And here's Brown. White, the pass to Tatum. Right at the free throw line. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And with his incredible height and high release, man, Tatum, he usually gets his jumper off pretty cleanly.
And here's Brunson. 24 points for him. Pass to Bridges. Towns for 3. And they recover it. Brunson passes to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Second shot opportunity. Takes a 3. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Payne's checked in for New York. And the Celtics also making a change. Hauser's checked in. Payne against Holiday. Hart with the defensive effort. New York has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Brunson. Boston with a rebound. Outside Holiday. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Knicks making a change here. Wright's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, DeLon Wright.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Tatum. There's the triple. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Anunoby. Hart's gotten his second bucket.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Tatum from long range. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Yeah, there's a feel that Porzingis has to the game, and the more comfortable he is in these kind of settings, he'll rack up some assists.
Payne against Holiday. Anunoby. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
A little exclamation point. Here's Brown. Oh, and Towns with the block.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
Outside Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Pass to Towns. And stolen by Porzingis. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Robinson, he's checked in for Anunoby. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Substitution on the court. Timeout, Boston. And your Knicks City Kid. And your Knicks City Kid.
Porzingis passes to Horford. Outside Craig. Now here's Brown. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Craig, no good.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Towns can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. To the paint. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
7'3" is Porzingis, and he can see everywhere on the court. Trust me, everywhere. Nice zip pass there.
Payne with it. Left side Robinson. Outside Hart. Out to the wing. Clock at 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Towns. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Towns has got 9 points now in the second half. Boston's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Pritchard, defended by Payne. Hart against Craig. It's stolen by Hart. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. To the inside. The shot no good. Nice D from Horford. The Celtics have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Back to Pritchard. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
That's from
Pritchard's got 4 points this quarter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now Payne. Inside. Here's Towns. Rebound Boston. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now the Celtics on the move. Porzingis misses. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Here's Payne. Pass to Towns. Beyond the arc. No luck on that one.
And shows hustle and plays hard on defense. Wow. Towns sure knows how to keep his coaches happy.
And so it's New York, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum. They're the forwards. Derek White out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. Misses the 3.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Kept alive. Out to Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. The 3 is up. And the Knicks miss again.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Here's White driving inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Timeout called, the Knicks. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Thanks for that, Allie. And it's rejected. Achua. Ooh, buries it despite the hack. Terrific play. He'll have a chance for one more now. It's on Drew Holiday.
Defensive foul charged to Drew Holiday. That's his 3rd.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Here's White. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
You know, that's the kind of play that can really start a run. He knows a little momentum can get them back even.
6 on the shot clock. And here's Brunson from the arc. Holiday grabs the miss.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got his first 2 points.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Hart's checked in for McBride. Tatum against Anunoby. Outside Holiday. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston.
Celtic substitution.
New York has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Holiday against Brunson. Achua for 3. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Boston ball.
The Celtics have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. On the wing, Holiday. White against Hart. Back to Brown. The 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Becoming a star before our eyes. Brown's work ethic and desire to be great has transformed him into an elite talent.
The last one's off. They'll settle for two. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Brunson. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. Two free throws coming up. Jaylen Brown picks one up. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. And so he's able to get one of two.
Well, a top-5 pick back in 2015. The 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis ushered in a bit of a new era there. The rise of the 7-footer who could step out and drain threes.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And here's Brunson. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, since Porzingis was drafted, there have been a bunch of 7-foot shooters going in the first.
It's a good call, BA. You think about guys like Lowry, Markkanen. These guys feel like they stretch it out a bit. They can get behind the three-point line and knock shots down. Porzingis opened up a new way to think about the offense from the 5 spot.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Brunson misses.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
The Celtics on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. White, the pass to Tatum. Now here's Porzingis to take the lead. The Knicks pull it in. Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Over Porzingis. New York, no good that time either. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. And here's Brown for 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Holiday against Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 27.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Tatum with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his 1st foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
There's Tatum with the 3. The shot, no good. So New York will take it the other way now. They've led by as many as 14. Deflected! And they get it back. And here's Brunson from the arc. Outside Hart. Outside Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. And they'll get another chance.
That's been the difference tonight. They've been insanely disruptive on the glass.
Launches a 3. It's kept alive. Anunoby on the wing. Brunson against White. Now here's Brunson for 3. Tatum pulls it in.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Yeah, Coach has to love that it's Tatum at the line. He's such a clutch performer.
At the line, 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 1. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Here's Brunson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
And so both free throws good. And it's a three-point game.
Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a three can tie it up now.
Timeout called. The Celtics. They trailed by 3. 29 seconds left in the final quarter.
Boston, you know we earned this. Let's get up and let them hear it. And a big round of applause for your Knicks City kids. Let's hear it for your Knicks City kids.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And it's in.
Timeout.
And that one brings them within 1.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're on top by 1. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And he does get the second one. And that'll put him up 2. There's 18 seconds left in the game.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
To tie it up. Oh, offline. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Fourth personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.